Hi there, my name's Sunday Sunderland with the Idaho Renaissance Fair, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to start looking at props. With any costume or character costume, props are the little tiny details that add depth to a character. That could be the difference between you yourself just wearing clothes out of the ordinary to you becoming a different person and experiencing the fair at a whole new level. Because the Renaissance Fair is a giant opportunity to experience theater in a large community setting. We here at Idaho Renaissance Fair always try to encourage people to both dress up and to pretend to be who they want to be. Part of making that possible is, of course, the basic costume. The dress, the skirt, the top, the shoes, the hat, and anything you maybe want to bring in your hand. All can have a story attached to it to make what could be a very two-dimensional character into a real living, breathing person that exists, if only in your head, and that you can bring to life outside for all of us to enjoy with you. So to help you today, I'm going to bring some ideas to the table on what to do to make your character the best possible. Fairies are a very, very common and popular character choice. Who doesn't want to be walking around with fairy wings of any kind or satyr legs? Pretending to be a magical creature is what I signed up for. I myself at Beltane will definitely not be looking like this. One of the most popular aspects of being a fairy is the love of mushrooms and cottagecore. Cottagecore is, of course, dressing like you live like a hermit somewhere in the woods. Very aesthetically pleasing, very cute, very, very comfortable, and decorated with more than enough fungi. A common way to make a mushroom for you to enjoy from both large to small is effectively found in your garbage. Because a mushroom is essentially just a bowl and a stalk, any size between the two and then painting them can be an easy way to make as many mushrooms as you like. And many of the mushrooms that are found in the fairy encampment at the Idaho Renaissance Fair were made by myself in a year-long campaign of collecting toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, or even large cardboard tubes from wrapping paper, and then also a collection of cottage cheese containers, red Solo cups, Cool Whip containers, even some drink cups, or anything dome-shaped. All of this stuff was made with garbage, which effectively means that all it cost me was time, because all of it was leftovers from food that I ate out of my own fridge. So what I did to make it look exactly like the mushrooms that are in the Melting Festival is really just acrylic paint that you buy at the craft store. I buy it a lot because I had to make a lot. Red and white is the classic colors for a death cap mushroom. Simply just paint your stalk white, and then if it's not red already, paint your mushroom cap red, and then put white spots on it with a paintbrush, and then it can turn this into something that looks like this. Paper towel roll, cottage cheese container, and a little bit of effort. Stuck in the ground, and that's an oversized mushroom to enjoy for the fairy encampment. It looks, now that I've pointed it out, absolutely, you can totally see and realize what it's made out of. The point of this is not one mushroom. It's 200 mushrooms, all arranged together. And that visual is what brings depth to a set piece and what brings depth to a character. If you cannot dazzle them with necessary high quality, you can dazzle them with sheer quantity. For another prop set that could be used for characters is all found in the world of textiles. The world of textiles offers much to offer in the way of props. And that can be very intimidating, though, for a lot of people, because not everybody is a seamstress, and not everybody is highly skilled in sewing at all. One thing I urge everybody to remember, though, is that in the time periods we are trying to portray, the sewing machine did not exist, and everything was sewn by hand. So, whatever errors might occur in whatever you're trying to accomplish, it's those human elements, those human mistakes, and non-uniformness of what you're trying to create that will make it all the more authentic. And small details is what really can elevate the depth of whatever piece you're trying to. I myself am currently wearing a bodice dress that is highlighted with a bunch of embroidery, machine embroidery, but when stood up, it makes a very appealing silhouette. Another way, if you don't have an embroidery machine, is to essentially cheat, but with tools provided to you. A common thing is an applique. This one happens to be a bird that I had in my sewing basket. Simply put it on anything with hand stitching, even if it doesn't look necessarily the best. Overall, it will create something that looks very basic into something extraordinary. Another option is trim or lace. This handkerchief right here, a simple piece of black cotton, 1 layer thick, with lace just stitched all along the edge. Doesn't look any kind of fancy by themselves, but together I have a mourning handkerchief to take to only the classiest of funerals. For anybody who wants to delve into embroidery on the extreme, literally the sky's the limit, or rather how much time it takes for your hand to cramp. This right here, an old style apron that would tuck into women's belts that everyone wore. This one has hand sewn pockets and detailing and lace trim that overall shows a very dainty image, and when placed in pride of place in front of you, makes even the most basic of outfits really stand out. Sometimes your props want to be flashy in and of themselves. This particular piece I found on eBay. It's a knife. It's completely ceremonial, doesn't do anything, doesn't have a sheath or anything, but somebody took the time to cover the entire thing in beads with glue. This can be done by anybody with enough time and patience on their hand. And then tucked into somebody's belt is an epic and dynamic addition to any costume. As a common rule, any Renaissance fair veteran could tell you, the key to survival is A, comfortable shoes, and B, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate is the way of the Renaissance fair. But as important as hydrating is, nobody wants to be seen drinking out of a regular old plastic water bottle. Well, it just completely ruins the aesthetic, which can draw you out of the environment that we're trying to create. What you can find instead is your personal own plastic bottle. This one is glass. This is my own personal potion bottle right here that I found at a liquor store. Really, this once upon a time this had an adult beverage in it. I didn't even buy it for the beverage. I just bought it because I really wanted the bottle because it was perfect. So I'm not advocating the purchase of adult beverages. I'm advocating the purchase of the perfect container. And then so a glass bottle and a cork, it works for every event. Find the perfect bottle for you or for your character, and it works really well. This is an awesome potion bottle. Your favorite cool wine bottle, if you're a pirate, it totally works. And using the perfect bottle Doesn't even need to be limited to your own personal hydration status. Glass bottles of any kind that are dressed up or just delabeled are perfect set dressing. Then come across that can be found very inexpensively. The perfect bottle can be your own personal hydration flask. A pirate always needs a bottle of rum. A witch always needs a potion vial. Any of these things can be found in all kinds of places that are very inexpensive and easy to access. My favorite place to find it is, of course, the dumpster. But then again, I don't have shame. These are just a small way that you can bring your character to life. And I hope that your history is as fun as mine. I'm Sunday Sunderland, and I will see you next time.